living and placing the needs of the people first. Join the mission to rescue South Africa. The next broadcast will start shortly. Did you know the best run municipalities in South Africa are all governed by the DA? DA mayors are working hard to protect residents from bad governance and mismanagement by getting the basics right, delivering better services and having zero tolerance for corruption. This is the DA difference. The next broadcast will start shortly. Follow us on social media for the latest in news and politics in South Africa. Like and follow our page on Facebook. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram and X. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on anything. Be part of the conversation. Tell us what you think in the comment section. And please, like and share our videos with your friends and family. The next broadcast will start shortly. If you care about South Africa and want to make a positive difference, then join the DA. Visit our website at da.org.za for more information. Find out who represents you in your ward and district. Who are the DA mayors working for you in your town or city, and which MPs represent you and your causes in Parliament. On our website, you can learn more about our latest campaigns and how you can get involved. Join the Democratic Alliance to rescue South Africa. Become an activist, become a councillor, become a member of Parliament if you care about South Africa. Please visit donate.da.org.za. Donate to a cause you believe in. Donate to make a difference. Welcome to a broadcast of the Democratic Alliance. Did you know the Democratic Alliance is the stable anchor of the Government of National Unity? DA ministers and DA deputy ministers are getting things done with a special focus on job creation and economic growth, driving down the cost of living and placing the needs of the people first. Join the mission to rescue South Africa. The next broadcast will start shortly. Did you know the best run municipalities in South Africa are all governed by the DA? DA mayors are working hard to protect residents from bad governance and mismanagement by getting the basics right, delivering better services and having zero tolerance for corruption. This is the DA difference. The next broadcast will start shortly. Follow us on social media for the latest in news and politics in South Africa. Like and follow our page on Facebook. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram and X. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on anything. Be part of the conversation. Tell us what you think in the comment section. And please, like and share our videos with your friends and family. The next broadcast will start shortly. If you care about South Africa and want to make a positive difference, then join the DA. Visit our website at da.org.za for more information. Find out who represents you in your ward and district. Who are the DA mayors working for you in your town or city, and which MPs represent you and your causes in Parliament. On our website, you can learn more about our latest campaigns and how you can get involved. Join the Democratic Alliance to rescue South Africa. Become an activist, become a councillor, become a member of Parliament if you care about South Africa. Please visit donate.da.org.za. Donate to a cause you believe in. Donate to make a difference. Let's rescue South Africa. Join the DA, because the DA gets things done.
Every single time I am on this podcast platform, I speak about water. Because I, as a resident in Joburg, born and bred, I love my city. 23 days days.
Yeah.
23 days of not having water in parts of Johannesburg, Melville, Emmarentia, Parktown North, Brixton, Auckland Park. A huge amount of Johannesburg does not have water.
The big question is this. People in DA-run municipalities have water.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
what is the difference? It is a management issue.
Yeah.
And the answer is not going to come from a Sona speech.
Yes.
The answer is going to come from the ballot box. Cyril Ramaphosa can make speeches for the next 20 years. Vote in a government that can actually deliver water. You want water?
Yeah.
Vote for water.
The DA podcast.
The DA podcast. Msimanga, viva! Hello, Helen. How are you? Thank you. Good day, Nama. Thank you, Democrats. Thank you very much. Hello to everybody that is here. Hello to everybody watching at home. My name is Nazli Sharif, and I will be your program director for today. Thank you, everybody, for coming out in this weather. Some people might say it's horrible. Some people might think it's lovely. But welcome to Tshwane. Today we are here for a very important step. The Democratic Alliance will be unveiling its next step in fighting against the water crisis. Too many people across this province have been going without water for too long. Water is a human right. It is a basic human right enshrined within our constitution. And people within this province have been going days, weeks, months, and even years without water. And we as the Democratic Alliance is here to say enough is enough. Genoeg is genoeg. Something has to happen. And we are tired of hearing excuses from the other side. Oh, it's this. How? It's bad governance. And that is why we are where we are today. Now, I am not here to hog the mic, even though I probably do sometimes. I would just like to hand straight over to the Gauteng provincial leader, Mr. Msimanga, who will also be taking us around why we are here while we unveil the most anticipated billboard. Thank you, Solly. Viva, Solly, viva!
Halala, DA, halala. Halala, DA, halala. When I got out of the car, I was told this is holy ground because the councillor is here and I needed to make sure that I acknowledge the councillor here, who is trying by all means to keep the place clean, who's trying by all means to make sure that they are getting water into the taps of the people here. Electricity is kept on and crime is kept low. And I want to say to Councillor Franz Smith and to other councillors, we will turn it around. Zizo chigi zinto. We will get in there, we will be able to then do it right. Democrats, we are here this morning because we are tired of the same thing that happens over and over and over and over again, and we are told, no, we are working on a plan. We are tired of being told that there is a plan to make sure that the people of Gauteng are getting water. When we said to the Premier, no municipality in Gauteng, no municipality, and I can tell you even again today, no municipality in Gauteng will on its own be able to turn around the corner when it comes to the issue of water, when it comes to the issue of electricity, when it comes to the issue of roads. No municipality on its own will be able to then do that. We said to the Premier, we want to give you an infrastructure master plan. We want to give you a plan. Go and implement it. But because it's not coming from comrades, and because it doesn't include people that are eating in there, they don't want that plan. But we are saying the people of Gauteng and the people of Tshwane, Pretoria, must then come to a decision here. And the people of Johannesburg, the people of Mfuleni, the people of Ekurhuleni, the people of Mogale, the people of, let me see who else is here. Let's say the Ren West municipality, Mfuleni, and the other municipalities. All of them must come and make a decision. You continue doing some of the same, or you do something different. We have said to them, here's a plan. We've consulted with specialists, engineers, scientists who have said to us, this is how it can be turned around. And we said to Panyaza and to the others, this is what can be done. We want to share this plan with you. We want to work with you. They don't want to listen to us. And we've said to them, Johannesburg needs about 200 billion rand. Just Johannesburg alone needs about 200 billion rand. Tshwane needs more billions as well. Ekurhuleni and all these other municipalities, Ndatona has got his work cut out for him. Mfuleni needs to be started from scratch. We need to start from scratch Mfuleni because there's nothing. The man that has started working on a plan is here, has started getting it right. Mogale, when this man left, was removed as a mayor. Didn't owe Eskom a cent, didn't owe Rainwater a cent. Go and ask them where they are right now. They're back to owing this entity's money. But we are saying municipalities on their own will not be able to then cope. But what was the response of our lovely premier? Our premier says, no. Now we'll jump into my VIP vehicle that you are paying for, and I will go to a hotel that you are paying for, and I will take a shower. Well, now you can get a bucket and go and stand somewhere and hope that a tanker comes along. But now we'll go and shower at the hotel. And afterwards have breakfast. Well, now you don't even know where your kids are going to get the next meal coming from. This is the kind of tone-deaf government that we don't need. This is the kind of the French monarch that says, no, let them eat cake. When people are saying we are struggling, we are suffering, Bonabar, no, let them eat cake. But let them eat cake and celebrate me. Let them watch me going and taking a shower. And this is why we are saying, Democrats, we are saying to the people of Gauteng, we are saying to the people of South Africa, you can continue doing some of the same, but it will end up in tears. We are seeing the deterioration right now. We were struggling with electricity. We had to struggle with electricity for almost 15, 16 years. And we had said we are going to have the same problem with water unless there's something that it gets to be done. And what do? They blame you. They blame the residents for water usage. They don't say we are losing almost 50% of our water underground. But I want to then say, today we want to send a very strong message. The message that we want to then send is this, that the people of Gauteng will have an opportunity. Sean, we can get the billboard unveiled right now. We want to send this strong message to then say you continue to do some of the same, you will get the same result. You do something different, you will get a different result. Relapisitswe ke o butsiwa hore a re jeng keke bona ba busy ba iketlile. Relapisitswe ke hore ba re botsa hore ha hona metsi bona ba na le metsi. Relapisitswe ke hore batho ba berekisa di water tankers rena re eme ka di bucket mola re emetse hore ba tlo re fa metsi. We are saying genoeg is genoeg. Enough is enough. It's taking a bit of time because we don't want it to drop on the road. Underneath. Asina luvalo. It looks like that Jacob Zuma has handed over the shower. Has taken the shower, has handed it over to Premier Panyaza Lesufi. We are saying with this billboard, we might be laughing about it, but there are people in nuclear, there are people in Lodium, There are people in Hammanskraal. There are people in Soshanguve. There are people in parts of Enfuleni. There are people in Ekurhuleni who are now still waiting to have water coming out of their taps as it used to be. There are people in Atteridgeville who are now saying, when is water gonna come out of our taps again? And we are saying, you either continue doing the same and you will not get the different result, you continue to get the same. Or you do something different, you get yourself registered, you get behind the blue machine. The blue machine that has said there is a plan that we can implement, a plan that can avoid day zero, as we have done avoiding day zero in Cape Town and the Western Cape. It can be done here in Gauteng. We are ready to do it here in Gauteng. And I have some of my colleagues that will be talking about that. But we are saying the choice is the same. The choice is very clear. You do some of the same and you get the same result. Or you change, you do something different, then you'll get a different result. Amandla! Amandla! Pambili DA, Pambili! Pambili DA, Pambili! Pambili ngamanzi, Pambili! Oh, that 2026 was that? Oh, that 2026 was that? Nestle, thank you very much.
Thank you. Viva Solly, viva! Thank you very much, Solly. What you say is completely true. And the saying goes, if you keep voting for the same thing, you get the same results. And we need to go out to our community so that we can vote for the DA to put water in your taps. Now, I'm sure you're wondering who are these lovely people behind me. Let me just do a quick introduction. We have Cilliers Brink, the mayoral candidate for Tshwane. We have Helen Zille, the mayoral candidate for Johannesburg. We have Jacques Julius, the mayoral candidate for Rand West City. We have King Charles Shabalala, the incoming mayor of Mfuleni. We have Moketi Motsamai, the mayoral candidate for Lesedi. And of course, we have Tyrone Gray, the mayoral candidate for Mogale City. I'd like to now bring onto the podium Helen Zille.
Thank you, Nasli. What a privilege it is to be standing with all my fellow mayoral candidates from Gauteng. And Councillor Smith, thank you very much for organising this in your constituency. It's an honour and a pleasure for me to be here today with the mayoral candidates that are all going to push the ANC out of office at the local government election this year. Now, let me be very clear. I can't walk away from these things because I want to come and talk to you, but they've got these things here for a reason. Let me be very clear. The ANC is going to lose its majority in every single municipality in Gauteng. Whether we can get a majority, 50% plus one, is a big challenge and a big question. But what we know for sure is that the ANC is going to lose their majority. Why? There are many reasons. We know that service delivery has failed. We know all of the corruption that's going on. But there's another reason that many people don't analyze properly. The ANC leadership has lost touch with the people. The ANC leadership has completely lost touch with the people. After being in power for 35 years, they think they are important. They think they are above everybody else, and they can live a lifestyle that nobody else can even dream about. And when that happens to you, you have no contact with the people who put you in that position. And so, when people have been out of water for weeks and months, Panyaza Lesufi thinks there's no problem in saying, what are you fussing about? I just go to a hotel. And he has completely lost touch with the reality of everybody's lives. How many of us live in walking distance of a hotel? I certainly don't. And then even if we did, could we afford to go and have a shower there every day? Never. So for him, the water shortage means nothing. He just goes and has a shower like in that picture. I hope he takes his clothes off. We should have We should have used AI to see his six-pack. Nah. We should have used AI to give him a bit of a six-pack. But we couldn't have made him too sexy because then he might get the woman's vote, so we have to be very careful of that. But they lose touch completely. Who watched the Soweto derby on Saturday?
Yes.
Whose team won? Yay! Where were the comrades? Where were the comrades and the leaders of the EFF and ANC watching that match? They were in the presidential suites. They were drinking Johnny Walker Blue. They were there with their slay queens parading around and looking cool. Where were the rest of us? We were in the taverns of Soweto. And you know what? In the tavern in Soweto, where Tami and Janine and I and Bongani and so many of us were, when Julius Malema came onto the screen with his slay queens, his family, their beautiful outfits, the drinks in their hands, everyone went boo, boo, boo in the tavern. And that explains what happens to people who lose touch when they are leaders with their people who vote for them. They say power doesn't change who you are, it reveals who you are. And power has revealed who the ANC leaders are and has revealed who all the other party leaders are. There's only one party that really, really cares and governs without corruption to change the life of poor people, and that is the Blue Party. So to all the blue people who pitched up here today, let's never lose touch with our people. Let's never drink bottles of expensive alcohol, so expensive that a colleague told me the other day, for one night's drinking, the bill was 165,000 Rand. One night. One night, that's more than some people earn in a whole year, right? And on one night, they blow it. And then, of course, they claim it from expenses. Why not? So talk about losing touch with the people and then pretending to be for the poor is just a cynical joke. And it's time we told the jokers that their time is up. They must now get out of power and make way for a government that really cares and will never lose touch with the people. Thank you very much.
Viva Helen Zille, viva! Thank you so much, incoming Mayor of Johannesburg. And I say that because as a resident of Johannesburg, who hasn't had water for a very long time and has fluctuations with water, we are desperately seeking and needing a change in the city of Johannesburg, the city of gold, where so much happens, but we don't even have water. It is a crisis. I'd like to now call upon Mr. Cilliers Brink, the mayoral candidate for Tshwane.
Viva DA, viva! I want to welcome you to our beautiful city. You know, the way that the DA sets the political debate in this country, we reveal a billboard. And very often that billboard cuts through to the truth of what is happening, the reality of politics and unaccountable leadership. And the key thing for us to do in an election year is to turn our pain as South Africans into politics. We have to do that. Somebody asked Helen the other day at a press conference, a journalist, why are you turning people's pain into politics? And then she said very clearly, because that is exactly what you do in a democracy. You turn the pain of ordinary people into the pain of the political leaders who are responsible for the situation. Now let me say something about Tshwane. The city where in the year in which the DA and our coalition partners were removed from power, spending on water tankers to areas that should have water in their taps has increased from less than 200 million to more than R1 billion. where in the same period of time, water losses have shot up. Now, this is leaking pipes, valves that aren't working. Water losses have shot up from 32% to 40% in 1 year. The choice of this political leadership is to give people water not in their taps, but in tankers. You know, certain countries have got tankers that can shoot. We've got tankers on the back of a flatbed that charge people for water in areas where people should have water in their taps. Die ANC maak hierdie land swak. Hy maak ons mense swak. Die mense word misbruik deur hulle eie wijkraadslede. I was in Hammanskraal the other day, and you can count 10 cars. You can count 10 cars in Hammanskraal. Car number 9 will be a water tanker. That's the reality of it. We devised a solution to the Hammanskraal water crisis. Hundreds of millions was invested in building a package plant on the Pinars River, and that project has stalled, while the bill for water tankers at taxpayers' expense has shot up. The ANC makes this country weak. I was in Shoshanguve Block H last week. I spoke to a lady that runs an early childhood development center. If you know Block H, if the Palmite system is out of water, Block H in Shoshanguve is one of the first places to run out of water. And the water tankers don't stop at the early childhood development centers. They don't stop at the hospitals or the schools. In fact, often the kids sent back home because the school can't operate. The water tankers are directed by the local ANC councillors, and that is shameful. So today, while the Special Investigative Unit is looking into the contract for the upgrade of the Rooiwal wastewater treatment plant that is polluting the Apis River, we are calling on the SIU and the President to extend that investigation into the payment of water tanker invoices in Tshwane. Because we know that the invoices that are being paid at the people's expense do not correlate with the tankers that are actually working the streets. There's no connection. So it is time for us to take back our water, to take back our city, and to turn our pain into political change. Thank you very much.
Viva Cilliers Brink, viva! So we're not going to do any Q&As from the floor. What we are going to do is, if any of the media houses want to speak to any of the people on the stage, you will have an opportunity to grab them and have an interview with them. So they will stay around just a little bit after we close, so that you have an opportunity to ask them any questions relating to why we are here today and some of the plans on how we continue to fight the water crisis. Now, to end off, I just want to remind everybody sitting at home, the ANC showers in hotels while you have no water. Vote for the DA to put water back into your taps. Thank you very much. Every single time I am on this podcast platform, I speak about water. Because I, as a resident in Joburg, born and bred, I love my city. 23 days.
Ja.
23 days of not having water in parts of Johannesburg, Melville, Emmarentia, Parktown North, Brixton, Auckland Park. A huge amount of Johannesburg does not have water.
The big question is this. People in DA-run municipalities have water.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
what is the difference? It is a management issue.
Yeah.
And the answer is not going to come from a Sona speech.
Yes.
The answer is going to come from the ballot box. Cyril Ramaphosa can make speeches for the next 20 years. Vote in a government that can actually deliver water. You want water?
Yeah.
Vote for water.
The DA podcast.
The DA podcast.